in a sense that I said, nah, I ain't fucking with that shit. Like when my cousin gave it to me, you know what I'm saying? I did the knowledge to it, to the Supreme Mathematics. I didn't reject it. I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't know how to live it. I didn't know no other gods that was living it at the time. You know what I'm saying? But my physical, and he didn't really have much of it. You understand what I'm saying?
He gave you what he had.
Exactly. So I kept traveling, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until, you know, later on in life, because understanding come in time. You know what I mean? And I started seeing, you know, oh shit, this shit is real. This shit is reality. Like, because from that moment on, once I did the knowledge of Supreme Mathematics, my mind was woke.
Stay to the left to Howard Street.
You know what I mean? I was sparked. The knowledge woke me up like, oh shit is real. But Born Universal Truth, you know, that was just the foundation. You know what I mean? I needed other elements to see it for what it was. You know what I'm saying? I just had the fucking foundation. Like, oh, I got the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have the skills to motherfucking put it together. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And through life and building and coming in contact with God, you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you, you know what I'm saying? When I was locked up, I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? I seen the God's building. I'm like, oh, that's what this shit is about. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I continue to build. But Born Universal Truth,
Turn left.
and we wisdom understanding, that's what we dealing with. We dealing with telling this truth about ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give a motherfucker my history. Like, when you kick it with me, you give me your history. You know what I mean? We share ideas. Like we said, we build and we grow and we develop. You know what I mean? So that I understand your wisdom. I understand why you do the things you do and why you say the shit you say. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Through my wisdom, you see my understanding. When you get the understanding, you'll be able to what? Add your wisdom. That's power. If you take the word power through mathematics, it come out to 77. Like if you take P, 16, O, 15, W, 23, E, 5, and R, 18, and you add that up, that add up to 77. You understand what I'm saying? That's God. Not to say it's two gods, because it's only one God. That's the black man.
Turn left on North Gary Street.
You know what I'm saying? We appear to be many, you know what I mean, no matter where we at. You know what I'm saying? However, we share the same mindset. That's one. That's the knowledge. We got the knowledge. We woke. You understand what I'm saying? We alive in the mind, and we understand the foundation. You know what I mean? The year one, because all things we knew, even history. The world been in a way in a state of disarray, chaos, confusion, and all kind of other, retarded shit based off the mindset of the people that's being, perpetuated by the 10%. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it's been 6,000 years since this shit been like this, in the sense of the devil being on the planet Earth and, ruling.
Turn right on North Quincy Street.
You understand what I'm saying? When I say the devil, I don't say it as some shit that's underground or, some red shit with a tail. Or you understand what I'm saying? I'm not talking that religious shit. I'm talking about the mindset of the individual. You know what I mean? Motherfucker that's unalike. Life is about opposites too, you know what I mean? You got God, you got devil. If I'm God, something's devil. You understand what I'm saying? Now whatever that for me doing the knowledge, you know what I mean? Yeah. To that wisdom, I'm gonna understand whether you what? Live in the reality of God, or you know what I mean? You dealing with the science of the devil.
Turn left.
That's simple and plain. Whether you want to say good or bad, or good and evil, however you positive and negative, however you perceive that. You know what I mean? One is righteous and one is unrighteous. Like I said, everything negative ain't bad. Now this is where science comes in at. You have to understand the science of things. You understand what I'm saying? To be able to break them down so that when you wisdom, your understanding is crystal clear. A motherfucker don't miss the understanding.
Yeah.
It don't go right past them. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't speak over people's heads. We speak into their heads when we speak mathematics. And it could be about anything. When I say mathematics, I mean like see the reality of things and born that. Like, yo, if you're in a situation and you draw that shit up, like, yo, damn, this motherfucker right here look like, you know what I'm saying, he about to move on son over there. You know what I mean? You see the shit before it happened if you're doing the knowledge to the surroundings and you reading people's body language. Because remember, actions speak louder than words.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How you think boxers when they in the ring, you know what I'm saying, they counterpunch, you know what I'm saying, they doing the knowledge to your body language, your technique. You understand what I'm saying? They looking for a motherfucking, you know, they looking for the chink in your armor. And if they don't see one, they start to try to create one in some area of your body. You know what I'm saying? That's the science. Like, you know, I think about this shit all the time, like history, like how people go back thousands of years, like for what? You know what I'm saying? We already know now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see life for what it is and not what it appears to be. We know who is unalike and we know who is alike. You know what I mean? So the chosen, we have chosen to, you know, renew history. The original people, the original man has chosen to renew history. You understand what I'm saying? In the year one, it's 1964. That's the year Allah born God. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it's documented. People can look it up. You know, New York, Mecca, the holy city of Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Because as it is, so it was in the East, now it is in the West. You know what I mean? That's the reality of things. Like if you look over there in the Middle East and what they call Mecca over there, that shit ain't even right and exact no more, in a sense. You know what I mean? Come on, man. If that's the foundation of civilization and everything that's around that area, like all the Muslims that's around there, that's closest to the civilization where they say civilization started. You understand what I'm saying? How, you know, what's all the retarded shit like ISIS and all of this shit? What's all of this whole being greedy over oil? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all the closest to the root of civilization.
A natural product that's
you know, that shit is caused.
Yeah.
Because they took
oil.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a natural thing, it's for everybody. Y'all hoarding it. Yeah, indeed, God, that's right and exact. Yeah. They hoarding it. They you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers in Dubai got buildings trying to touch clouds and shit like that, past the clouds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you got people, you know, getting blown up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting killed, countries getting invaded and attacked, and all of this right around the root of civilization, and they say they doing things in the name of Allah. Emphatically no. Because Allah is the God, always has been, always will be. Allah is righteous.
In 1,000 feet.
You understand what I'm saying? That's just a fact. Allah is the black man, dealing with the highest stage of his consciousness. That's the black man's proper name. Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head. So back to the foundation of the bill, you know, when I say the holy city of Mecca, I say down wide, which is New York in layman's term. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with, you know, the world of six, which is, you know, this society we living in right now, the way they got it designed and all that shit. You know what I mean? That's where Allah born God. You know, we got the school up there, 2122, Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard, 126th Street, Allah School in Mecca. This is documented. You know, we like, you know, we're in 2020, from 1964 to 2020. You understand what I'm saying? This is how long, you know.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, this is how long the God's been building. You know know what I mean? You got older gods, younger gods all over, like I said.
About 50, 56 or 50. Yeah, 50.
Going into 56 years.
6 years old.
Turn left on Washington
Going into
Street.
56. Power equality. But the thing is look at the mathematics. 2020, wisdom cipher. Like you heard, they've been saying this, 2020 vision is the best vision.
Mm-hmm.
So the year 2020, what's your vision like? What kind of vision do you have? You know what I'm saying? Are you dreaming? Are you daydreaming? Are you in reality? Are you dealing with the actuality of things? What's your goals? What's your cause? What's your objective? Do you see things on these levels? Are you headed in a direction? What direction are you headed in? And I ain't saying like if I'm saying I'm going to North Carolina and I'm in Massachusetts, I'm not talking about in a direction like that. I'm talking about in life in general, as far as longevity.
Spiritually.
Yeah, not even spiritually, mentally. Because that's all the same thing. But when we use certain words, now we speaking the language of the dead.
Then turn right
Because
on
when you
Central
say
Avenue.
spiritual to an 85%, automatically they mind go outside themselves. They start thinking about ghosts and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So we use the correct reality, the correct term of reality to express, you know what I'm saying, the manifestation of the true and living. You know what I'm saying? We deal with things mentally and physically.
Turn right on
I understand
Central
when
Avenue.
people say these things, but they don't understand what the fuck they be saying when they say these things. Because they've been taught that, they've been taught religion. They've been spooked out on so many different levels. Now you got the world caught up in all these paranormal and zombie movies and shit like that. Man, get the fuck out of here with all that extra stupid shit. I understand entertainment, the entertainment factor, but at the same time, you really got people out here believing in some of that shit, and they, stockpiling shit for doomsday and all this extra stupid shit. Yeah, it's an ending to the world, but it's an ending to the world of the wicked, of the unrighteous. You understand what I'm saying? If you living right, just continue to live right and live righteous. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the world that's going to supersede all worlds. You understand what I'm saying? This is the science of a law world. You know what I mean? That shit is, every time we build and we add, wisdom and give understanding, we destroying the devil, civilization, we destroying the ways of the wicked. That's what I mean. We eradicating that shit by showing and proving what righteousness really is. Because when people see what righteousness really is, the wise person gonna attract to the righteousness. And they ain't even gotta be motherfucking, the most intelligent motherfucker, but they could, oh shit, damn, this shit right here add up. Back to another day, kicking these mathematics, man. Peace to the gods. And from Mega Dark Kim, I see y'all, man. Y'all always working, man. Sons, always going in. Everybody at a law school, all the older guys. King Asiatic, what up, though? Peace, God. Everybody out in Love Why. That's Lynn. The gods called Lynn Love Why. The god King Asiatic went out there, he taught Righteous Ruler, then they taught S.T. Nack, you know what I'm saying? And, like New Jersey is now, it's dealing, according to Allah's world, New Jersey is now justice. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere is the, reality of God. We don't get caught up in the double civilization. You understand what I'm saying? Like New York, that's NY, now Y, according to Supreme Alphabets. All the states got names. Victory of Law, that's Virginia. You got the land of Allah's garden. DC, Divine C. You know what I'm saying? Everything is supreme when it comes to the black man manifesting the science reality. We take it to the highest stages, like, yo, this is what it really is. I come from He Cipher born, that's Hoboken. Dealing with Supreme Alphabets. I was raised in Justice C, that's Jersey City. You know what I mean? Like, everything is the way we see it. Fuck the way they see it. Not in the sense that we don't recognize it, because most of our people are captivated and caught up by that, by this reality, by what they seeing right now and how life is. They think this is the way it goes. You understand what I'm saying? No, this is not the way it goes, and this is not the way it's gonna stay going. You know what I mean? Everything gotta go back to the knowledge. Everything go from what? Knowledge to born back to what? Knowledge. You know what I mean? Once you get back to that knowledge, then you can what? Add a cipher. You got a motherfucker talking about 0 before 1. I'm like, what? How the fuck you gonna put a 0 before 1? That don't even make no sense. That's why we don't say 0. That's why we don't identify, we say cipher. Because a cipher is a person, place, or a thing. You know what I mean? Then once you got the knowledge, you can add that. You can add a person in your life. You can add a thing in your life. You can add a place in your life. You understand what I'm saying? If you ain't got no knowledge, how you gonna do that? How you gonna recognize and see what a cipher is if you ain't got no knowledge? When you know, the people that got the 0 before the 1, they deal with arithmetic. I don't even understand the concept of that shit. I used to be like 0, 1. I never thought that made sense in my mind. Never. Because something don't come from nothing. Everything comes from something. Everything comes from what? The knowledge, the foundation, the mind. Where you aware at? In your mind. You ain't aware, no, you ain't aware in your arm. You're aware in your head, your mind. And you can't get caught up in the physical form. You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually understand the mental act, the mind. It's the mental and the physical. When you're in tune with yourself, you go inside your mind, you can see whatever you want to see. You can draw it up. Anything that's real, you can see it in your mind. You can take things that's real and start putting them together and make it unreal in your mind. Start imagining, you know what I'm saying, like putting a car on the side of a plane in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Thinking it's still gonna fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in your mind, you can do that. Like, you can imagine. You can come up with some other shit. The mind is infinite. The mind is what? Infinite width, depth, and height. You can go anywhere you want to go in your mind, in any direction. From the highest to the lowest. Right? Just like on the darkest night in your mind, you can see the sun shining. If you draw it up and just look, just close your eyes and see it. You'll see it. You'll see the whole universe. You understand what I'm saying? This is the science of the mind. The mind is the law. And the law is what? Manifested in the physical form. Arm, leg, arm, head. Starting with the black. Then you got the brown and yellow. You know what I mean? After that, you got white, which is no longer original. Then you got the half original. That's when you mix white with one of the original. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the red seeds. You know what I'm saying? That come from the babies of the half original when they mix. You understand what I'm saying? This is the science of the seeds of the planet Earth. It's 6 human families. I just told them to you. You could get caught up in ethnicity and all of that extra shit. They ain't the science of life. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, the natural inhabitants of the planet always been here. We was all the same people. We was just in different parts of the planet. You know what I mean? They call us indigenous people, Aborigine people. You know, they go into the science of finding the oldest bones, our oldest, you know, remains, because they searching. They want to discredit us. They not searching for the cause of history to you know, so motherfuckers can learn. No, they trying to find something to discredit the fact that the black man is God. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they doing. And they can't do that. They haven't done it. No matter which way they went, whether it be academically, whether it be medically, whether it be athleticism, they can't it's just the reality. You understand what I'm saying? They just try to make the people believe that once you believe all that extra shit, people came from monkeys or, Big Bang Theory, all these extra things that they say. Now it's truth to everything. Everything that's told is somebody took a little piece of the truth and twisted it and stretched it and then, used their imagination to add to it and then add reality with it. And they started, expressing that. And they seen that, people attracted to the unalike. So, they had people captivated with this shit. So they like, oh shit, we can utilize this. This is one of the methods we can always utilize. You understand what I'm saying? Because if the truth, if you're gonna rule the world, man, you need tricks and you know what I mean? Just think about that. Like ruling the world, you're gonna need tricks. You're gonna need plots, schemes, power, strength, like in that sense. Armies and shit like that. It's crazy because before the idea of one man or one people ruling the world, people was just living in the world, all over the world. You understand what I'm saying? You might have had skirmishes with people that lived a little bit too close to each other. So, whoever won that skirmish, another month, you just had to move. You just had to go to another land. It wasn't no, they try to make you believe that, they took your people and they made them indigent servants if they can't. We didn't live like that. That's what Europeans say we live like, just to make us believe that we other than what we are, which is righteous people. You understand what I'm saying? When they came amongst us, son, we was civilized, we was righteous, and we aided them in whatever way we could because we wanted to understand them. Like the Indians wanted to understand them in the beginning. They didn't know who they was. They hadn't seen Caucasian people. Remember, they've been over here. The Indians got exiled to this part of the planet Earth 16,000 years ago. Remember, the devil only been here 6,000 years. So the Indians was over here before the devil was motherfucking, grafted. Like, into the physical form. So when they came, the Indians was like, whoa, they people, like, we can't deny that they people, but they not like us. Who are they though? But the thing was, the Europeans was so fucked up by the time they reached the shores of America. You know what I'm saying? They was sick, they was starving. A lot of them didn't even make the fucking shit, the voyage. You understand what I'm saying? So the Indians being righteous as they was, you understand what I'm saying? They aided them because they was people. You understand what I'm saying? Oh shit, we can't we can't let them die. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't even speak the same language. You understand what I'm saying? They just was like, oh, these are people. Like they not like us or whatever. We don't know where the fuck they came from, but why would we let them die? You know what I'm saying? Boom, they helped them. They fed them. They got them niggas back up to strength. Boom. They got them niggas back up to strength so much that they was able to get good and make a voyage back. Because remember, if they never would have made it to the shores of North America, nobody would have never swam back this way. The way he took, the route he took. Because remember, they thought the earth was flat and he was saying, no, it ain't. Because he had the black navigator with him. You understand what I'm saying? This is history. This is documented. Now, he made the voyage. Although he thought he was going to India to get spices, but he wanted to take a different route.
Yeah,
ended up, on the Western Hemisphere. You understand what I'm saying? This is what they, where the hemispheres meet. Like, you know what I'm saying? The equator. They thought that shit was flat. They thought they was gonna fall off the earth, my nigga. After the horizon, they thought they was gonna fucking just fall off into the universe. like some X-Men shit or something, like some shit you'll see on Marvel, like, you know what I'm saying? In a comic book or some shit like that. They had that type of mindset about the planet. Nobody had never, no Caucasian had ever been on this side of the planet. They say that they try to say the Vikings and all that shit, that bullshit. Not to say Vikings didn't exist. You understand what I'm saying? Like Norway, the Norwegians and all that. Yeah, they got a history. That Viking history go back, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they call that shit, you know, however their history go, but it ain't what they depicted out to be in them fucking movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's wisdom and understanding. When you can go through the shit like that and just break it down with mathematics, you see that shit so clear, but you gotta build. You know what I'm saying? You start, you know, like, everybody, like, you know, we learn 120. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the gods and herbs. You know what I'm saying? And other people outside of our nation. You know what I mean? Because you know the 120 lessons, they call the supreme wisdom in the Nation of Islam. You know, and then you got other facets of society that got our lessons. You got, you know, they got our lessons in Masonic lodges and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cops know about us. You know, state troopers know. Like, society knows about the 5% and who the 5% really are. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a mystery. Like, I'm speaking right now, I'm recording, I put posts on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all of the history of the 5% is documented. All the way back to what? The year 1, 1964, when the law of born God, when he taught the firstborns. You know, and this shit is to where it's at now. You know what I mean? I'm right here building, and just like I'm right here building, you got guards, you know, right now in Lynn building, in Cali building, Florida building, you know what I mean? St. Louis building, you know, and that's what the 85% recognize these places as, like I said before, you know what I mean? Like, people should just, you know, when they see, you know, the guards' videos, just do the knowledge. Draw it up, put it on the scale with what you know or what you was taught to be reality. You know what I mean? Because that's what we dealing with. We dealing with reality. We're not dealing with no religion. We dealing with righteousness. You know what I mean? Good conduct. You know what I mean? Good mannerisms, upright living. You know, speaking right and exact, and teaching that way of thinking and that way of living. That's when you wisdom and understanding. Like, when that shit, you know, when you can see it activated in somebody else, that means, yeah, your wisdom was, you know, going to understand it. Just bringing forth understanding. Cause that's what I do with my wisdom. I bring forth understanding to anybody. No matter where I go, when I choose to open my mouth and build. You know what I mean? I ain't got to tell a devil nothing. You know what I mean? It's brothers that was taught to teach them, that was told to teach them. They got to teach their own people. That's why I said some Caucasians, you know, knowledge God. They knowledge who the black man is. They knowledge supreme mathematics. But they got to teach their people. I'm responsible for mine. You understand what I'm saying? And when I say mine, I mean anybody that look like me. Although I do teach anybody I come in contact with, because I'm always building. So you're going to get something from me. But far as taking it, you know, to that level where I'm gonna give all my energy and all my power, I don't owe you that. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe nobody that. You know what I mean? I do that because I choose. When I put myself in something, or I put my mind to something, you know what I'm saying, and I want to add to that, I'm gonna give my all. You know what I'm saying? When I know, you know, it's gonna benefit the whole. You know what I mean? My people, not only your people, or not mostly your people and a little bit of my people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put wisdom out there that's gonna benefit the whole. Some people gonna get it, some people not gonna get it. There's brothers that taught Caucasians. I know, like the God Justice. I mean, the Caucasian brother, the civilized person, Justice. You know what I mean? He Caucasian. The God, Allah real taught him. King Asiatic, you know, how unique. You know what I mean? They out there, they teaching their people. I don't know how, you know, how hard they going at it. You understand what I'm saying? But they know it, and they doing the best they can with it. You know what I'm saying? Knowing it, like anybody else that get it. I don't never deny nobody, because they gonna deny themselves through the shit that they say and the shit that they do. That's how we come. We don't, we don't. Like I was telling them, motherfucker, like how they say in church, come as you are, you can come as you are, and anybody can get in. I've never been to a situation where it was like that, except amongst the 5%. I've been to churches. I've been to mosques. I've never been in the synagogue, I have to say that. But Born Universal Truth, I do the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And, I see the uniform system that they live by. Like, you ain't just going to, you could probably walk into a synagogue, you know what I'm saying? But once you start sitting in there week after week, right? You're gonna have to express who you are and why you there. You ain't just gonna be sitting in there week after week, not talking to nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Or, you might greet people and be respectful like that, but you're not expressing who you are. Nah, you are you this? They gonna wanna know. Like us, you come as you are, man. A motherfucker go to a parliament right now, from anywhere, as long as they come in peace. And just do the knowledge. And that's all they gotta say when they amongst the gods. Is, I'm here to do the knowledge. And just listen to the word of God, listen to the God's bill. You can ask questions. You understand what I'm saying? And when you see us, like a person looking from the outside in, they looking at, their perception is like, wow, it's all kind of motherfuckers here. Like, you got older brothers in suits, you got motherfuckers with backpacks, like dressed like they just coming from work. Motherfuckers that may appear that they just be on corners. Then you got like young, intelligent brothers that's coming from school. You understand what I'm saying? That's guards, just building, kicking the shit that I'm kicking right now. Like, you understand what I'm saying? On all levels. Old brothers that might, got their little swerve on, little drunk. Motherfuckers might, you got the brothers that might be on their little bud or whatever. Like, no matter what level you see God, man, when you start to approach him or you start doing the knowledge to him, you're going to start to see the wisdom and the understanding. Because motherfuckers walk by the parliaments, because we be right outside. Some people will see it and stop. Some people don't even look and get themselves a chance to see the reality of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they